Well, hey y'all, it's Richard with Rip One Outdoors. Yeah, we got a little bike here we want to share with y'all today. It is the Mahogo Mini. It's one that's just been released by Mahogo, and I believe they're scheduled to start delivering in October, but you want to check your website for that. What we're going to show you here today is we are at the Paul B. Johnson State Park in beautiful southern Mississippi. And we're in the RV park part of it. Going to be driving down by the lake on it and telling you a few things about it. I don't have but just a few things that I can tell you about, but I would like to refer you to the website for any specs and details that I don't mention to you. I got a little rattling down under by the fender there. Driving down by the RV sites. Why did I bring the bike up here to do my review? I brought it up here because I believe it would be excellent for RVers. Because of the size of it and the fact that you can place it in the RV. You could place probably 3 or 4 of them inside the RV. You don't need a special bike rack to haul it. Let's stop here for just a minute. Pull down on this little pad here. Let's go over some of the specs. 12-inch wheels on it and tires. That is a 48 volt 16 amp hour battery. Y'all, that's the size of a battery that's on one of the larger Mahogo products. So it's gonna get plenty of range in this little bike. The weight is the main thing. It's 41.5 pounds without the battery. Add the battery, that's another about 9 pounds. And they call it a foldable in 3 ways. I would say that because the pedals fold up, see, like that. Pedals fold, and you can let the seat all the way down. Then reach right here, drop this, okay, unclip there, and then drop it down. And there you go. And it's ready to throw into your RV right there, just like it is. The stated range on the bike is 62 miles. Now, whether you'll get that or not depends entirely on your weight, your size. 21.9 miles per hour max speed. I haven't had it up to that fast before, but I may try some of that before the day's out. They have a lot of accessories that can be added to the bike. Little racks. You got a basket that can go up front. You got a rack to put on the back. You got a basket to haul your pets in. You got a basket to haul your children in. On the display, it's a nice color display. This is the same kind of display they have on their full-size bikes. But has trip meter, keep up with the miles. So far I've gone 4.4 miles on it. It's got a little bell. Mechanical disc brakes, and pretty good brakes at that. Stops real good. It's got a brake. It's got a brake / tail light right here. This must be just a reflector. I don't see any light coming out of that when you turn the lights on. So I just wanted to ride around, and I wanted to put it through some different scenarios here. The RV park is pretty much empty right now, so I can pretty much go wherever I want, and I want to see what it'll do. Okay, let's take off and let's do a little more riding with it now. I can tell you, one thing that I was skeptical about was the ride. And how was it gonna ride on the asphalt, concrete? Well, I can tell you that it's as smooth as any of the other bikes that I've ridden. Now this is nice, smooth asphalt right here. I would think the smoother the pavement is, the better it's gonna do. Look out, squirrel. Coming this way with the Mahogo Mini. You hear a little rattling, y'all. I'm not worried about that. You know what that is? That is the battery. Underneath the battery, it's just plastic sitting on plastic. What I'm planning on doing is putting some, I'm gonna take some hook and loop Velcro, and I'm just gonna hook the loop with the sticky part of the loop down there, and provide just a little bit of cushion there for that battery to sit on. That way it won't be rattling. But handling, it handles good. Now, the tires are 12 inches as we mentioned and 2.5 inches wide. So you don't want to be burying off in no soft gravel or dirt, whatever. I would think that it would be best to keep it on the pavement. Okay, y'all, let's go through the pedal assist settings. Now this is kind of a slight grade here, so we'll start with pedal assist 1. Now I am throttling and I'm pedaling. Click it up to 2. Still pedaling and throttling. Pedal assist 3. That's 10 miles per hour. By now I'm starting to ghost pedal on the pedals. So I'm just gonna stop pedaling and I'm gonna just throttle from here on out. That's 12 miles per hour. Bump it up to 4. 14 miles per hour. Pedal assist 5. That's 18 miles per hour. Now I'm 100% throttle right now. 19 miles per hour. Now we're going to be going down a hill by the disc golf trail. 21 miles per hour. 23 miles per hour. Little rattling, but that's okay. We know what that's from. That's from that battery. Now we're slowing down a little bit because we're going back up a hill. Y'all bear in mind that I'm 6 foot tall and I weigh 230 pounds. So I think it's doing a pretty good job, y'all. I really am. Rough pavement right there, rough. And it did good. Yeah, as far as the pedaling is concerned, if I bought the bike, I probably wouldn't pedal it because of the ghost pedaling. Maybe to help get you started off, ghost pedaling is when the electric pedal assist on these e-bikes, whenever it goes beyond the capabilities of the mechanical gearing, it's called ghost pedaling. You're spinning the pedals basically without any help to the forward movement of the bicycle. That's what I refer to as ghost pedaling. Okay, y'all, we're heading back to the campsite. A couple of more things that I'm going to show you, and maybe trying to finalize what we think about the bike. When we get around there, I'm going to show you how you can put it in a RV. My brother just bought a brand new RV. That's him riding it on a few of the videos that you see here. I'm also going to show you how it loads into my truck. I've got a crew cab Chevrolet, and I don't even have to let my seat up. It just fits. It just fit right behind the seat. And I'll show you that before we close out today. But yeah, who would have thought? And I was kind of concerned about the hills of the park, but I've learned by climbing a few hills with it to don't worry about the hills. If you throttle it and it gets to where it's slowing down, just pedal it. By that time, you can pedal it and actually get it up the rest of the way up the hill. There you go. I don't know if the bike was designed for hills or not, but we showed you today that it was perfectly capable of doing it. Comfort. I know I'm rambling, but I want to get everything in that I can on this bike. Comfort. If you look at it, it doesn't look like a comfortable bike. But I have to tell you, I don't know if it's because of the seat. I don't know if it's because of the way it's designed. It's a very comfortable bike to ride. And I can't say bike without adding the word little in front of it. Maybe it is little, but it's got huge capabilities, y'all. Okay, well, we're going to show how we fold it up, and we're going to put it in the, we're just going to actually just show how easy it is to put it through the door of the RV. So I'm going to fold the pedals in. I don't think they'll get in the way, but just going to show you that you can fold them in. Let the seat down. Let this part down, and I have turned it off. So now it's got the battery on it, so 41 and 9, about 50 pounds. And there you go. And you could go from there, fix you a little rack in there, find some pillows and bundle it up. Whatever you need to do to tie it down in your camper while you're on the road. All right, y'all, let's head toward the house. We got the pedals folded up. We got the seat just turned around loosely. We got the handlebars lowered, and we got them flipped over, okay? Got them folded. So we're gonna put it up in the truck now. Now, you can see up in my truck there is stuff all over the back seat, so we're not gonna let the back seat up. We're just gonna put it in there just like it is. Pretty much effortless, y'all. Pretty much effortless. We'll do our final wrap up down at the house, and we'll share some of our final thoughts on the bike. So we hope y'all enjoyed that little demo up at the state park. Yeah, we got it back home now in the workshop, and I wanted to show you something that I didn't take with me to the state park, but it's a little bag here and it's a very nice little bag. And it goes up underneath the bike. It's got Velcro straps that comes around the frame, and attached to the frame it's got a little cushion right here, I guess keep stuff in, what have you. But you could put a laptop, iPad, phone, food, water, whatever down in there, and it seems to be pretty heavy duty, so it would hold that. But I apologize for not showing y'all that at the state park. But there you go. Yeah, we're going to do something a little bit different on this bike, y'all. We're going to do the unboxing and assembly at the very end. And so, without further ado, we'll go right on into that. Okay, y'all. Let's unbox the Mahogo Mini. See what we got here. Hey, that's cute. Got an accessory box here. We'll set that to the side. And a cute little kickstand. That looks good. Looks like, from what I can see, that we basically just need to put the front wheel on, like you do most bikes. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna try to tell y'all how to put the front wheel on. If you don't go by these instructions, and if you try to go by the instructions in the manual, you won't make it. You'll give up before you start. But I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. Just bear with me. Okay, the bike will be shipped with this temporary axle or spreader right here. Pull that out. Set it aside, throw it away, or whatever. Okay. The next thing I want you to do, down here holding the brake caliper on, there are 2 screws. I need you to take your 5mm hex key wrench and loosen those, as I already have here. Get that caliper where it'll go just like that, okay? Get it to where it's loose. Next, take your wheel, just like this. This bolt will come in your packing. Put that bolt through. This is what I want y'all to watch very carefully. There is a thin spacer and a thick spacer. There they are. One's 7mm, one is 5mm. I need you to take and put the 5mm spacer on this side of the bolt. Just let it rest right up against that bearing, okay? I need you to take the 7mm spacer and put it on the opposite side, right against that bearing. Okay? Then align the bolt and the brake pads and set the bolt down in the fork. Okay? Just like that. If you don't loosen this brake caliper, you will never get this, you'll never get the wheel down in there, and you'll never get everything lined up. So just loosen this to begin with, and you won't have any problems. See the wheel turns there? All right, next thing, I don't know the proper name for these, but I'm going to call them a stay washer. Okay? Let me see. See how it's got the little pin here? Okay, we're going to put that. There's a little hole down here. Let me get the camera over there. Okay, here you go. I'm just going to show you one side. The other side is just the same here, okay? Put that in there. You got just a regular black flat washer. Put that washer on there. 14mm nut. 14mm representing the size of the wrench you will need. Okay? We're going to do the same over here. I have a 14mm wrench, 2 of them. I got one on one side and one on the other side. Tighten it down. And that's tight enough. Okay, see there's quite a bit of resistance there. We're going to fix that. Okay, remember our brake pads are loose here. Brake caliper's loose. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have the I'm going to have the wrench in my left hand. I'm going to reach down on the floor with my right hand, and I'm going to squeeze the front brake. See? Then I'm going to reach right here, and I'm going to tighten that just snug right now, because we may have to do some fine tuning. Let's spin it. Let's reach down and hit the brakes. And it stops. Okay. So we call the front wheel on. So if you use that method right there, probably the most tedious part of it for you is going to be adjusting that brake caliper. There's also some good instruction on parktool.com for adjusting the brake caliper. But I just used, I pull the caliper together with the lever. I got it close, and then I used just the daylight factor or the light factor looking through and aligned it that way, and everything looks good and works good. So we'll move on to the next step. We'll put the front fender on. Okay, first thing to do, remove this bolt that's been temporarily screwed into your front fork. Okay, that's 5mm. You use a 5mm hex key. Then right under these nuts here, there is a screw that you need to take out. Take it out with a 4mm hex key. You got one on each side. Remove both. Okay, I'll set this aside. Alright. Looks like the fender. Looks like this. We're going to take the fender. The rear of the fender has the little mud flap back here on it. Stick it through. And I want to use these screws here to just kind of temporarily hold the ones we just took out with the 4mm wrench. Just kind of temporarily hold that fender in place, okay? So it won't be flopping around. Then let's grab our headlight. Our headlight was packaged up with the accessory kit, okay? Nice looking headlight. There's the order that I got that in. This is the little flap that's sticking down from the fender. Then I got the light, and then the washers, and then the screws through all of that, okay? We'll tighten that down once we flip it back over, and we'll hook this wire up for the light whenever we flip it back over. I'm going to go ahead and tighten these 4mm screws here right now. Okay, I think I'm ready to flip it back over, y'all. Well, I tell you what, before we flip it over, I got the pedals right over here. Let's put the pedals on it. I always try to be ergonomic about it, right? See, this is the left side, so it's marked left and right. See? So left side is left hand threads, right? Just like any other bike. Right hand threads. Okay. Pedals are on. Let's flip it back over. Cute. All right, now I'm going to finish tightening this headlight. Okay. There's the plug-in for our light right here. It's got a little notch in there, and it's got arrows on the outside. Just make sure you line those arrows up, okay? And it pops right in. All right. What else is it, y'all? That's pretty much it. So that's it, y'all. That's the Mihogo Mini. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. We've certainly enjoyed doing the review. Gonna ask y'all now to go check out that affiliate link that's in the video description. And hey, if you decide to buy the bike, buy it from that link. That way our channel will get credit for it at no added expense to you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask y'all to hit that like and that subscribe. And hey, until the next video, this is Rip One Outdoors. We'll see y'all further down the road.